Welcome to the Gargoyles channel. Thanks for watching today. And we have a lot of unboxing to do today. It's not just like one franchise either. It's going to be Masters of the Universe, Gargoyles, as well as TMNT. And some of these figures are going to end up on the shelf behind me. If you follow the channel much, you're going to notice the setup is a little bit different here. And I'm trying to fill out a few more of the missing spots on the shelf, in particular the top shelf. And I hope to do the full Gargoyles hero line on the top shelf if I can find them all for a decent price, that is. And all of these items in this particular unboxing are from the Walmart clearance aisle, except for one of the items, and it was given to me as a gift from my wife here. But every other item besides that is Walmart clearance, so to some degree it's like a continuation of the Walmart clearance series that we did a while back, or the Walmart Forage. I just simply didn't film like the pickup of these particular items. I'm just sort of doing more of an unboxing, because all of these are just simply individual, I don't know, action figures or NECA figures or things like that. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now the first one I'm going to do is going to be a Snout Spout, the Masters of the Universe figure here. And I never had Snout Spout growing up, or I'm sorry, Snout Spout. It's not Sprout, it's Spout. And so I get that right there. But the heroic water blasting firefighter, nose sprays. And this is a deluxe figure set. Now this one here, I think it usually goes for like 20 bucks, maybe 25. I got it for $3 at Walmart. So like a real steal here. If it was anything more than like $5, I probably wouldn't pick this one up because I don't know. I mean, it is it's Snout Spout. That's all you can say about it. Probably a pretty cool little water gun blasting action. The animation on the back is pretty cool. He's got his, like, you know, little elephant mask on and whatnot. That does beg the question: is like a normal human head underneath the mask, or is this like actually part of his head? I don't know enough lore about a Snout Spout here, and we're going to continue saying a Snout Spout. But on the back here, a great little image here of him battling against the snake people. I remember I had at least one of those growing up, the one with like the shell that would come off. I did have that one. But it tells like instruction on the back of how to get the Snout Spout to spray. We will test it out here on the channel as well, so have no fear. Well, let's go ahead and get a Snout Spout open. I'm not going to do like a full, you know, piece by piece unboxing of some of these, because I don't know, I'm not going to keep the box for Snout Spout and some of the other ones. And so we're just going to do a quick little rip open here of Snout Spout, get him out, take a look at him, all of the accessories and whatnot. I've not opened an action figure like this in years, and so it felt good to some degree to just sort of rip an action figure open and go for it, you know, because I'm so meticulous on all my unboxings now. So I don't know, it just sort of felt good to open it like a normal action figure as a kid. I will say this right here, like it's pretty I don't know, sci-fi looking. But that's going to be his head that you can interchange there. He's going to come with a little axe as well. And let's see, a little comic book. But let's go ahead and get a Snout Spout. Whoa. The Snout Spout comic book is Night of Leech. I thought Leech would have the comic book Night of the Leech. But I guess Snout Spout is in that particular comic, so it works out just fine there. But shouldn't it just simply be a comic just for a Snout Spout? An extra little hydro pouch on the back. But let's get the main attraction out here. All right, so Snout Spout is officially out of the box here, and on first inspection, it feels just like all the other Masters of the Universe reissue figures here, or the retro play ones where they put all the extra points of articulation on there. You can move his wrist here, his elbow, you know, his shoulder, like pretty much every joint you would want to on these figures. You can pretty much move here. And I don't know, he looks like a pretty good little action figure. The head itself is not going to be the one that shoots the water out. This is just simply a normal head you would pose for the action figure. His ears do not move, I am unhappy to report. Does his snout? His snout does indeed move, so you can move the snout around whichever way that you want to. But let's go ahead and get off the crappy head here, and let's get on the water pouch. All right, so I have the water gun head on at this point, and I have to say he looks like really depressed with this particular face on. Like the elephant has definitely got the elephant blues here. It looks like Eeyore. But let's go ahead and test out to see how well it works if you put water in it. I will say, like, the head does not go up like very far, so the water's going to be at a downward angle. So like he'd have to hit the bad guy down on the ground and just like blast him with water to take him out here. It's not going to be an effective like distance water move. Well, let's test it out here, see how it works. So we're going to let Belle get her drink in first, and then we're going to get Snout Spout in there and see how well he shoots here. And so maybe they can actually share. Can they share? You're going to let Snout Spout get in there. So we just push it down, pull it out, and it fills up with water. And then we're going to test it out here. There you go. And Belle is equally amazed. I can't say the action is all that fantastic, but you can see that's Snout Spout in action. All right, that is Snout Spout. I can't say I'm going to really display him on my new shelf back here. He's probably going to go on my desk at work, but still pretty cool to have Snout Spout add to somewhat of the collection. And for $3 at a Walmart clearance, I really couldn't pass it up. But let's go and move on to our next figure here. All right, next up is Leech. And Leech I did have as a kid. It was my brother's figure actually. And this Leech here is part of the same retro collection. It's going to come with 2 separate heads you can put on him. So it's actually never seen the other head here. So that's fascinating, some extra hands. Got the classic crossbow of Leech as well. And I can already see the comic book underneath here. It's going to be the same comic book as Snout Spout. So a little disappointed on that, but really sticks to smooth surfaces, which we will test out that as well. And the background here, it has Leech, good lord, like completely almost impaling the little snake fellow in the back. And what is that little alien bat in the background? That is amazing. I have no idea what it is. Let's go ahead and open him up. Once again, I'm feeling like a kid on Christmas here. We're going to open him up the traditional old school way. Let's just blast through it there. I'm not blasting very fast. Oh my gosh. It's raining Leech here. I woke my cat up. Alright, so let's go and get the main figure out, and then we'll take a look at all of the accessories here. So Leech is officially out of his plastic cage here. And I have to say, like, I really do like this Leech figure. I always liked the one I had growing up. And I never really thought to myself like it needed more points of articulation, but it looks really nice on here. As far as like getting it to stick to surfaces, that's like the ultimate Leech action. As far as like points of articulation, getting the pose just right. Part of the Hordak army here. And we are going to swap it out, see how he looks with like, you know, normal hands and normal face and whatnot. You can't change the feet out. You can just change the hands and whatnot there. But overall, the design for it, top tier. The paint job is actually more shiny on the body than I expected. And I've actually got the perfect place to put Leech inside my, well, you'll see in a second what I'm designed for, where to put Leech. But I'm very excited to display him here, and I'll show a little video of where I put him. Let's go ahead and put the other head and arms on just so we can sort of see what it looks like. So it feels a little weird at first not seeing his, you know, normal hands and face on there, but I actually really like his new head and hands. I expected the hands to have like, you know, the traditional 5 fingers, but it's just simply a 3-finger hand and whatnot, sort of like a Ninja Turtle to a degree. But man, like this is a top tier figure. I would pay full price for this one, but it only cost me $3 at Walmart as well. And so Leech, if you happen to find him at Walmart and you get that same deal, like my lord, like Leech is a bargain to have. And let's go ahead and put him where I said I was going to display him here. All right, so I think I found the perfect place for old Leech here. Like the old Garfield, I don't know, window clingers. I think Leech is the perfect window clinger for the Tacoma here. And so I think his back leg's going to have to dangle a little bit, but that's all right. So we'll put the camera closer here. So there is Leech in all of his glory, outside and inside the vehicle here. But Leech is just a match made in heaven for a vehicle. So now we're going to move on to TMNT, and I only have one TMNT figure for this particular Walmart clearance hunt. And I actually got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder in Hell. It reminds me of like Jason in Hell or something. Usually a $30 figure. I got it for $10 at Walmart. And I was also excited. It came with like a little comic book inside as well. I think it's like a full-size comic book, not like a miniature one for like He-Man. But very excited for Shredder in Hell here. I have no idea, like on the cover, it actually shows like a tentacle coming up. I guess there's like an octopus inside Hell, maybe like a Cthulhu or something. And so I'm actually excited to read this particular comic. The figure itself, it does look pretty cool. Some of the same turtle figures in this particular line did not look cool. But Shredder, I think he most certainly does look pretty darn cool here. And so let's go ahead and get him out of the box. And, you know, I'm probably not going to keep this particular box either. So let's go ahead and just open it like a little kid on Christmas once again. All right, let's see. There we go. Just a full-on ripping of the box. And I know, like, collectors out there just, like, you know, die from this. But, I don't know. If you're not keeping the figure, I just don't have a whole lot of reason to keep... I'm sorry. If I'm not keeping the box, I have no whole lot of reason to preserve the box. And so these figures came so cheap to me, I'm more interested in just simply the figure itself. And here's the comic book, and this is like the first issue of Shredder in Hell. So like, is there like a whole series of Shredder in Hell? I am confused at that, but we'll take a quick little gander at it here. But you can see there, Shredder is definitely struggling in hell there. But let's go ahead and open it up and see if we got some stuff. Looks like he has been beheaded or something, as far as like I don't know, in ancient Egypt it looked like more of. I don't know. I'll read the entire comic. I might report back to us on this channel exactly what happens here. but I do see the giant tentacle monster. Looks more like mermaid almost to a degree. I'll see if I can at least show that picture on here. But I don't know. It's like the tree of life in here. This looks like a pretty darn cool little comic book. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited about it. Art was by Kevin Eastman, at least for this particular one, and so that's pretty cool. They actually got Kevin Eastman for it. I don't know if you know much more about the particular Shredder in Hell comic books. By all means, please let me know, because I am intrigued, and we'll be reading that one later. Let's take a look at the actual figure here. Oh my gosh, this cape here is not made of cloth, but like the cape itself is the detail on it is just par none. This is like one of the best looking capes I've ever seen on a Shredder figure. Points of articulation 100% there. The armor is awesome looking, like it is ferocious with the spikes coming out. This is one of the best looking Shredder figures I have ever like come across. I love the feel of it. It's got like more of a I don't know how to describe, more of a rougher feel to it instead of like a smooth feeling. And I just really do like that quite a bit. It does have some other hands that you can use as far as like if you want, I'm assuming these are like powers inside the comic book, but you can see there it's like sort of a, I don't know, maybe like a glowy power or moon power, spiritual power Shredder. As far as that goes, you got like different ones inside the box here. You do have this demonic looking axe here that Shredder can yield, and that is wicked beyond all measure. I think Shredder, he is moving his way to being displayed on the shelf. And if you don't want him to go with just simply his normal helmet, you can also do the actual face there, and so you can do it that way. And he has a little sword here, but I mean honestly, like who is going to go with the sword when you have the demon axe from hell for Shredder to use, if you're going to use one or the other? Let's go and get his regular head on here. All right, so that is not a bad looking head. The paint job on that is also pretty darn top tier. I don't know, man. Like I would actually not mind displaying it with either one of them. I'll probably go with the helmet because that's more the traditional Shredder look. But this is 100% going to be displayed on my shelf. This is one of the best Shredder figures I have come across. And for $10, 100% of steal. I mean, I got a comic book out of it. I got one of the best Shredders. I got all these different accessories and whatnot. I got the demon axe here. This is a fantastic figure in every way and will be going on the new shelf. Let's go ahead and move on to the Gargoyles. Now the Gargoyles, I'm a little more inclined to keep the boxes here. I do have 3 we're going to go through. And we have Brooklyn we're going to go through. We have Lexington here, as well as Angela. And of the 3, Angela is my least excited one here. However, Angela was also the one I got the most on sale. It's usually a $35 NECA figure, and I got it for $7. Like, what a clearance item at Walmart. Lexington I got for $25, $10 off. Not like a huge discount, but I really wanted it. And then Brooklyn, my wife got me as a gift, and so it was a regular price. But I love Brooklyn, almost par none, one of my all-time favorite Gargoyles. It's actually like a toss-up between him and Lexington. But as I've grown older, like Hudson has become like a special place in my heart as well. I don't know, Demona was pretty cool, Bronx was cool. Honestly, like Goliath is like my least favorite gargoyle of all of them, even though he was like the main character in the series. But I don't know, let's go ahead and go through these. They all look fantastic, and I really am expecting to display them on the top shelf here. This is going to be Brooklyn. Now Brooklyn here, I adore the artwork on the front. On the front here, it has Brooklyn and like a snow scene over the Brooklyn Bridge. Makes complete sense. You know, if you don't know much about the Gargoyles series, they're all named after basically landmarks inside of New York City. And on the back here has a little story about the Gargoyles, and then shows the accessories that you're going to get, but you can also see that when you just simply open it up. Brooklyn comes with a scroll, cool sunglasses, because he did wear sunglasses in the series, as well as a sword here, or and an alternate head as well. And I don't know, I'm like tossed up here as far as like which head I want to use. I'm thinking about doing all white eyes for them because they look more ferocious, and it's going to be coupled with the Elden Ring helmet from Mesmer. I think it's going to make the most sense, but we'll see when we get it out here. Let's go ahead and open the Brooklyn up. Alright, so this is probably one of the coolest action figures like I've ever gotten. Like, I loved the show growing up, and the Brooklyn figure, like I got as a kid, was subpar, to say the least, just simply because like the way it looked. It looked like he had like no neck or something. Awful looking figure. This here is, I mean, it looks just like the show. This is an amazing looking figure. The tail is completely posable. You can move it in any direction that you want, which is it's almost like those bendy figures from like growing up as a kid. I always had like one for like an Easter bunny or something. You could just stretch and bend the arm whatever way you wanted. The wings are completely posable. I will say the wing is a little bit on the at least this wing. When you like move the figure down, it does like move a little bit. It doesn't stay. I mean, it stays in place, but not like perfectly in place. But I mean, it is way huger than like, is that a word? Way more huge than, I don't know. It's way bigger than anywhere I expected it to be. Like I knew it was gonna be a big figure. Like I didn't know that. Guys, I just hadn't pushed in well enough. That's why it was not, staying as straight as I wanted it to. I didn't push the wing in well enough. But my lord, like the detail on this figure, like the muscles, the details is like artistic shadows and whatnot, and the veins sticking out. Like I've never seen an action figure look this good of any figure I've purchased. I cannot wait to display it on the top shelf. And I mean, between the main heroes of Gargoyles, the shelf is going to be completely filled up there. But man, Brooklyn, fantastic looking. Let's look at some of the supplies that he came with, or not supplies, I guess, but like, items it comes with. We do have a scroll up here. Let's go ahead and pull the scroll out. All right, so the scroll, can't make out like any actual words on it. I can't even remember like in the show if like he was known to like interpret a scroll at some point. That is very much possible. We do have some sunglasses here. The sunglasses are very high quality. I'll probably display them on the figure here for the video as well. The alternate hands and whatnot, you can of course equip different hands if you want to equip the sword. And truth be told, I'm probably just going to leave the hands that are already on the figure because it has like the cool like outstretch of hands, and I personally like that better than just simply holding the weapon. But I don't even remember if he had a weapon in the show. It's been a while since I watched the show as a kid. Like I adored the show. I think it's some of the best storytelling and whatnot. And I really should go back and watch it on Disney Plus at some point. But I don't know, like the lore behind it, the animation behind it, like I adored it in every way. And even if the show like didn't live up to my like current interpretations of it, I will still love these action figures, and I'll still love the show just simply because it has such a special place in my heart there. But let's go ahead and get the other head out, and we're going to take a look at the other head. And so this is the other head I was talking about. Like his eyes are completely whited out, and I'm going for more like a I don't know, dark look. I'll put all the white heads on him for display. I've not fully decided. I was like completely sold on the white head, but like the more I've looked at like the normal cartoon head, it does look pretty darn good. And so that's gonna be a tough call. But Brooklyn, 10 out of 10 figure, could not ask for a better NECA figure. $35 is the going price for him, and it's worth every single penny of that for this figure. And let's go and move on to our next one. Next one, I'm going to pick one that I'm not as excited about. I'm going to go with Angela here. Now, like I said, I got Angela for $7, and I don't know, like if she wasn't $7, I probably wouldn't have purchased this one for the display, just simply because wasn't she like a season 2 or season 3 character? And the show is only when they went back to, what was it called, Avalon, I think. She was more present in the show. Demona was always the much cooler partner for Goliath. Or was Angela like his daughter or something? Like, man, I need to watch the show to like get caught back up again. I can't remember like the full lore behind Angela, but the box itself, once again, pretty cool. She's on the cover with Bronx here, and look at that, she's in a box. So that has to be like when they were sailing down the road, like in Avalon, in the show. And it does come with some different accessories. And instead of getting like a cool scroll, you do get like a little egg. I'm excited to see like does the egg open up, because it definitely has like the little hatch marks along the side like it should. You also have like a little baby here. I don't know if it's like a baby Angela, maybe. But it's like simply a different gargoyle. But it's probably, maybe it's her child. Like maybe there's a lot more lore behind Angela than what I remember here. But let's go and get Angela out of the box and sort of investigate some of these pieces that I don't really know what they're going to do. So she's out of the box now, and I have to say, like, the craftsmanship on Brooklyn is pretty much exactly the same for Angela here. You couldn't ask for anything better as far as like detailed on a Gargoyles figure. Even like down to like the her bracelet here is like an actual like little metal ring. Her earrings as well. Has a little hairstyle in the back. Looks like Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. And so a really cool looking figure. I wish I knew more of the lore to go along with Angela. I obviously will look it up more like, after this video. And I'm obviously more excited to like go back and watch some of the original show again. To my memory, like her storyline where they went back to like Avalon and whatnot was like one of the best ones. There was some episode like where Broadway, like they went to the future and Broadway like lost his eyesight or something. Great episode. But overall, like Angela, an excellent figure here. I probably will go with the alternate head here. And I went ahead and put it on so you can sort of get an idea of what the alternate style is going to look like. For her head, you didn't take the entire head off. You just simply took like a faceplate off almost to put that on there. But I can't say like I actually like that better now that I'm looking at it. It looks more vampirish or vampirish. Is that the right word for it? Instead of a gargoyle-ish. And so I don't know, like the look on her head, I definitely prefer the cartoon one now that I'm looking at it. But let's go ahead and look at the, but I'm not going to mix and match them. Whichever style I'm going to go with is going to be the style for all of them. But I am very intrigued here as far as the egg goes. But before we get to the egg, let's go ahead and check out the little kid or baby gargoyle we got here. So the details on the baby gargoyle are top notch. I can't lie on that. You can even like move the wings back and forth. I cannot believe they put so much effort into this little baby gargoyle. I'm probably not going to display the baby gargoyle. It just simply does not fit the style that I'm going for. But, you know, it can be just as well inside of a storage unit there. I'm probably not going to swap the hands out here because, like I said, I like the hands as they are. But let's get the egg out. All right, so the egg is out here, and I'm going to hatch it on the screen, see what we got. And the egg is empty. Does the little kid fit inside the egg? Let's see here. Can the kid fit in the egg? That's going to be a tough no for the kid, or a strong no for the kid going in the egg. I have no idea why she got an egg. It doesn't make any sense. I might display the egg. Probably not, but who knows. But overall, Angela, a cool figure. I'm glad I got her for $7. But if it wasn't the $7, unless you're like just a completionist here, I probably wouldn't get her because she wasn't part of the original core members of the Gargoyles or part of the original movie or the series and whatnot. And I've already, just while I was talking here, swapped the face plate back out, and definitely looks better on that particular faceplate. Let's move on to Lexington. So the artwork for Lexington here is probably my favorite. Even though I love the Brooklyn one on top of the Brooklyn Bridge, or like the snow scene, Lexington takes place inside like the clock tower, basically like the home layer of the Gargoyles here, and just a phenomenal picture. Like the laser sights are getting ready to try to like shoot him down and whatnot. Probably Xanatos, and just great artwork for Lexington here. Once again, it tells the story of the Gargoyles, some of the action poses and whatnot. Actually, this one shows like way more the ones that you can collect. But anyway, so as you open it up here and look inside, he does also come with a crossbow. Actually, the other ones don't have a crossbow, but I was thinking back to Leech from Masters of the Universe. That's why when you open up multiple franchises in one video, you get some confused sometimes. He also has like a little headset, like a little remote control here. Some arrows for the crossbow as well. So like some really good detail for that. Lexington was like, man, I just loved him as a character. Like I love Ninja Turtles because they were, you know, Ninja Mutant Turtles. He sort of looks like, you know, green mutant and whatnot. But I actually preferred like how his wings came out, like underneath his, you know, arm sort of attached to him, like more of a web look to a degree. But I'm really excited. But so let's go ahead and get him unboxed here. All right, so he's out of the box here, and I have to say, like immediately, top tier craftsmanship in every single way. The veins on the arms, the muscles, the veins on like the little wings and whatnot. Like I said, it has more like the glider wings attached here, and I'm going to extend those in just a second to sort of show you the difference between the two. Or may actually have them displayed like in the little rotation here. But I don't know, like the detail they put into these figures is the ideal Gargoyles figure and what every kid wanted back in the 90s. That even though the figures weren't bad in the 90s as far as like Lexington goes, I still have fond memories of that particular one. This here, it just blows out of the water in every single way. Every one of these figures so far, $35, a steal for something this great to display for a Gargoyles collection. Even if you're not like into Gargoyles, like I think it's still a cool figure to display, but it's obviously better if you know more about the show and whatnot. But even like down to like the details they have like on their I don't know, like the little, I don't know, swaddling that they have. Maybe like kilt. I guess kilt is the better word since they are, you know, like Scottish and whatnot. Well, let's go and get the arms lifted up here. Okay, so like getting the arms lifted up, it felt like you're about to break his arms. He's way more fragile than like any of the other ones here. It's just simply because he's a smaller gargoyle. But like his elbows in particular, like they have like 2 joints on each side. And it's probably just simply to get the articulation for like expanding the wingspan here. But it feels like you're getting ready to break them as you're messing with them. I'm not going to mess a whole lot with them. I'm going to be very careful, get them down in the position that I want for display, and I'm probably not going to mess with them a whole lot past that because I just simply don't want to break a figure that I spent $25 on. But I don't know, the details on the wings itself, like the leathery feel is exactly what you would expect for a gargoyle wing here. And I'm telling you, like the details on these gargoyle figures, I just can't get over it. Like they are truly like some of the best NECA figures I've come across, and I've not bought like a ton of NECA figures in the past, but I have to say like these are probably the best ones that I have bought. Let's take a look at the crossbow here. Look at the details on the crossbow. Oh my gosh, the crossbow itself even has like a little trigger on it. I don't think it'll actually shoot, but like, my gosh, it has like a little trigger to actually fire the bullets out, or I'm sorry, the arrows out, or I'm sorry, bolts out. I'll get the right word for crossbows here in a second. And look at this. You actually have individual bolts for the crossbow. You get 4 individual bolts. Like, you are guaranteed to lose those individual bolts, but you do get 4 individual bolts for the crossbow. I mean, I'm not going to lose them because I'm an adult, but if you were a kid, you'd totally lose them. A little remote control, and then a little headset as well if you wanted Lexington to wear the headset. I'm not as interested in like the headset or like the sunglasses for Brooklyn. I am definitely more interested in just simply the core figure itself, the display. Man, I wish I had like a castle setting as well. I don't think they ever did that for NECA, you know, like a castle setting for the Gargoyles, but like, man, I mean, I've said it multiple times in the video, par none, amazing figures. I hate that I waited so long to get them, but on the top shelf here is going to be the perfect display for these figures along the Mesmer helmet. But I don't know. I have left Broadway, Demona, Bronx, Goliath, and Hudson. And I'll do like a quick little unboxing video for those as well. I'd love to get them on sale, but you know, if I can't, you know, I don't mind paying full price for amazing figures such as these for decorations and whatnot. Actually, every product that I got inside this Walmart haul over the last like several months here have been top tier, even down to like Snout Spout. Not Snout Spout. I keep wanting to say Snout Spout. Snout Spout is, you know, he's got his cool, you know, features about him. But man, great deals all the way around. Which one did you find the most interesting? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have any of these particular figures yourself? Let me know down below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos listed up above, and go out there, find a great game to play. Simply have a great rest of the day.